All right, game number 2 of 56 of the 1960 AFL inaugural season, right? Some madmen got together in 1960, said, hey, let's start a competitive pro league against the NFL. And here we go. So the Raiders beat Denver in the first game of the season, 31 to 14. We now have the Los Angeles Chargers traveling to face the Dallas Texans. Remember, I'm using an original schedule, still 14-week schedule, but it's original. And of course, all of the Drive Time Football teams by John Turnbull and Powder Blue Sports. The LA Chargers owner was Baron Hilton. Yes, the man who owns Paris Hilton's grandfather, I believe, owns the Hilton chain of hotels. And they had a legendary coach in Sid Gilman. This was a phenomenal team early, and Sid Gilman was an offensive genius. They have Jack Kemp at quarterback, Paul Lowe at halfback, and Howie Ferguson at fullback. They have Ralph Anderson at wide receiver, Royce Womble at flanker, and tight end Howard Clark. Paul McGuire doing place kicking, and Ben Agajanian is the place kicker. Paul McGuire is the punter, and Paul Lowe is returning kicks, and punt returns by Dick Harris. Dick Harris also one of their top interceptors. Again, this team running a 4-3 defense. On the flip side, we're at the Cotton Bowl. This is where the Dallas Texans played their games. Owner Lamar Hunt still owned. The Chiefs are still owned. This team became the Kansas City Chiefs, still owned by the Hunt family. Lamar Hunt, of course. Hank Stram, also a Hall of Fame legendary coach. They have Cotton Davidson at quarterback. Abner Haynes, a star running back. Haynes, I forgot the N. Should be Haynes with an N. Jack Spikes at fullback. Johnny Robinson at running right halfback. Chris Buford at wide receiver. Bob Bryant at wide receiver. And Max Boydston at tight end. Cotton Davidson did the punting as well as the quarterbacking. Jack Spikes, the fullback / place kicker. And then Abner Haynes did all kick returning and punt returning duties were also shared with Johnny Robinson. Again, this team played a 4-3 defense, and there are their interceptors there for... Okay. We have no kick or punt returns for the Chargers. They do have an interception return, no fumble return. The Dallas Texans have a punt return touchdown and a fumble return touchdown, no interception return touchdown. This team scored 373 points, gave up 336. This team scored 362, gave up 253. This ought to be a fantastic football game. Both these teams favored probably over the Raiders and the Broncos, favored to win the division. One of these two teams will win the West, obviously. Well, not obviously, but are favored to win the West. All right, the Chargers, first drive of the game, no kickoff, offense 5. They're going to get a punt off here. And we do have a punt return for the Texans, and we're going to roll it. Snake Eyes is a touchdown. No, okay. So here we go, the Dallas Texans. And they're looking at defense 9. Defense 9 is punt. And again, no punt return for the Chargers. I would expect this game to be higher scoring than the Raider Bronco, but already punt. All right, so the Los Angeles Chargers driving the ball down. They're going to get into the red zone on offense, and they're going to execute a field goal. So we're going to see a field goal from Agajanian. Field goal. So it's 3-0 Los Angeles. And the Dallas Texans now need to keep pace. Defense, Los Angeles again, 7 is red zone, so they're going to give up a red zone trip. And the red zone trip is 4, is missed field goal, oh my God, for Jack Spikes. So Spikes with a missed field goal, and Los Angeles holding on to an early 3-0 lead in the first quarter. Final drive of the first quarter, LA with the ball. Offense 11 is picked off. Jack Kemp intercepted by Webster. And the return, there is no interception return, so Dallas not capable of taking one back to the house that year. And that's going to end the first quarter, folks. It is going to be the Chargers 3, the Texans 0. All right, here we go. Dallas with the ball. Offense 11 is red zone. Wow, they're going to drive it into the red zone. And they're going to go with 8, which is a missed field goal. Spikes. No, that is Agajanian misses a field goal. No, Dallas. Spikes misses another field goal. Missed field goal. Son of a gun. Spikes has now missed 2 field goals for Dallas. You know that Hank Stram ain't too happy about that. All right, here we go. Los Angeles Chargers, defense 11. Defense 11 is a punt. Dallas gets the ball back, ready to go. Defense 7 is red zone attempt. Okay, so Dallas getting into the red zone against the defense. 4 is another missed field goal. Spikes has missed 3 field goals in the first half, and you know now Hank Stram is definitely not happy with this production. Offense 7 is a red zone attempt for LA. And LA is going to go 3. They're going to get a field goal. So LA adds one. Agajanian with a field goal. Folks, it is 6-0. Dallas has missed 3. The Chargers have made 2. It is 6-0 on the leg of Ben Agajanian. Offense for Dallas on the final drive of the first half is a punt. And that's it, folks. It is going to be 6-0 at halftime. The Dallas Texans in front of Cotton Bowl fans definitely not getting the job done. The fans here might start exiting. I don't know. This Texas team features one of the better backs in football, Abner Haynes. Phenomenal. All right, here we go. Dallas gets the ball to start the second. They need to score a touchdown to take the lead and get a PAT. Defense 10 is red zone, so the Chargers are going to give up a red zone attempt. 4, missed field goal. Spikes, missed field goal. Okay, at this point, Hank Stram is having a conniption, no doubt about it. He's missed 4 kicks. At some point, you got to stop kicking. Los Angeles offense 5 is punt. Wow, I would have expected a lot more scoring from these two clubs. Dallas defense again. 6 is red zone again. And 10 this time is field goal. Spikes finally gets a field goal. And Hank Stram with a big smile greets him coming off the field and says, do it like that every time. Holy cow, Los Angeles trying to hold on now to a 3-point lead. 11 on offense is picked off. Jack Kemp intercepted again by, they can't take it back to the house though, Bookman. That interception cannot be returned for a touchdown. Dallas, the Texans not capable. Last possession of the third. If they can score another field goal, they're going to be tied up going into the fourth. It's going to be defense 8 is intercepted right back. Cotton Davidson trying to do too much. Intercepted by Harris. And that can be returned. Snake Eyes is a touchdown. No. But that's going to end the quarter. And 3 points for Dallas Texans. Folks, it is 6-3 to end the third quarter. Los Angeles with the ball, holding on to a 3-point lead in the Cotton Bowl in Dallas. Defense 5 is punt. Dallas only has a couple of chances here to tie or take the lead, and this is one of them. It's going to be defense 7. That's going to be a red zone trip again for Dallas. They really need something other than a missed field goal. Missed field goal. Spikes now misses 5. Spikes has missed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 missed field goals for Spikes. That is just heartbreaking. And Hank Stram may be replacing Spikes. I don't know if you can. There ain't a lot of bodies out there that you can trust. Offense 8 is a punt for LA. Dallas with another chance. This is it. Final chance for them to tie or take the lead in the fourth quarter. And this is their last chance. Defense 9 is punt. They will have to punt away. And then LA, unless LA throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball away. Offense 8 is punt for them. We're going to say time expires. They eat up the clock. And oh my God, that was a miserable game. Chargers win 6-3. So the Raiders and the Chargers are 1-0 in that division. Dallas and the Broncos are 0-1. The first game looked more like traditional AFL football, 31-14 in Oakland. But that's partially because these defenses stink, right? This is evidence of better defenses too, by the way. So it's not a knock on the quality of these teams. It's just better defenses. The Chargers win it thanks to a field goal by Agajanian in the first and the second. Dallas should have had 5 field goals here, but they missed 5. I should have had 6. They missed 5, made 1. My God, that's incredible. It could have been 18-6 on field goals, but that's expansion football, right? I mean, we're talking about a second league The NFL only had 12 teams in it, and they believed there was plenty of love and plenty of talent around the league. I mean, around the nation to have more pro teams, and the NFL just wouldn't expand. And so these guys said, "Hey, man, let's make another league. We've got, there's plenty of love for football, and there's plenty of talent out here that's unemployed. Let's go ahead and make another league." However, you can see here Spike's missing 5 field goals. Remember, those misses were not on that. They were not on the actual Texans defense. They were on the defense of the Chargers. So that's what happens when you roll the defense, right? You're going to be looking at their red zone instead of the Texans offense. By the way, I rolled 4s for those missed field goals. Those would have been TD runs for the Texans. So had those red zones come up and I'd been rolling those 4s, they were missed field goals for the Chargers, they would have been touchdown runs for the Texans. So this could have been, they missed 5, so that could have been 5 touchdowns. That could have been 35 plus. It could have been a 38-6 game had the Texans gotten any offensive rolls there. But those were all defensive rolls, which is the defensive. So that's what makes this game that much more interesting, right, with this setup, is we're not just rolling whether it's my offense or defense to see who gets in the red zone. We're then going to be rolling the quality of that defense. And had I been rolling those offenses for those same red zone calls, could have been potentially 35 points in touchdowns for the Dallas Texans. It didn't happen that way. All right, so that is game 2 of 56 in week 1. We've now got Buffalo at Houston, the New York Titans at the Boston Patriots. That will be games 3 and 4 of week 1. Thank you for watching. Good day.